Hello my fellow Brickheads, it is I, Galaxy of Bricks here, and welcome to day 2 of our charity Brickathon week. And today's video is another LEGO set review, and this review is this, set number 75324, which is the Dark Trooper attack set. Originally released on the 1st of March this year, 2022, at $24.99 in the UK, though that price has fluctuated in the last couple of weeks. So you may find it for $24.99 if you go on the LEGO store, but if you go on Amazon, you may find it's a little bit more. So it does vary a little bit. This has come with a piece count of 166 pieces and is for ages 8+. So without any further ado, let's just go into our set review. Right, so just to give you a little bit of background into this set, there are going to be mild spoilers. So if you have not seen The Mandalorian Season 2, please skip ahead maybe the next minute or so whilst I just go out the spoilers. Now, the context behind this set is, it is based on the Season 2 final episode, The Rescue, where Moff Gideon has kidnapped Baby Yoda or Grogu, the Mandalorian and his allies board Moff Gideon's cruiser to rescue him. During their rescue attempt, Moff Gideon releases the Dark Troopers to combat them. The allies are overwhelmed and they are about to be defeated when Luke Skywalker, out of nowhere, miraculously appears and saves the day. This set is based around that aspect of the Mandalorian. So, yeah, the spoilers have come to an end now. That's the context behind this set. What can I say, really? It's not something that, when it came out, I was overly excited for, because I saw the 1st of March release date for it. Okay, not bad. Then I saw the set itself and I was thinking, all right, 166 pieces, what are they going to do with it? And then I saw that it was sort of more of a set piece than an actual set. And again, I got me curious, but having built it and looked at the figures you get with it, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. So we'll kick things off as we do with all my videos, where we start off with the figures. You get 3 of the Dark Troopers in this set. So 3 of these guys. And I mean, these guys come with the blaster that's like that. So it looks a little bit like the ones you would get with the Scarif Stormtroopers, which isn't a bad thing. I think they look really cool and it kind of fits the character in Star Wars. They're quite bulky. And then with these as well, you can remove the helmet, because the helmet looks like that, and it's quite a sinister, menacing sort of helmet. That's what the headpiece looks like. And you can also lift the torso piece up to reveal the chest piece in, which I'll just quickly show you. And that's what the chest piece looks like. I think the detail is really nice because it's kind of got that sort of mix between a Death Trooper and a kind of a TIE Fighter pilot, an Imperial Cruiser sort of look. So it's very Imperial in presentation-wise, and I think you can do a lot with it if you have the chance to. And because this is the only other set apart from Moff Gideon's cruiser where you can get a Dark Trooper, it's worth investing in. And the fact you get 3 of them is actually very good. They are quite good characters, and I think the fact that the chest piece is also detailed, and it's similar to sort of the one you get with Paz Vizsla in the Mandalorian Armorer's set, again, I'm a really big fan of. The next figure you get is also a figure that we've had variations of over the last few years, but this one is also different in its own way, and that's this guy, and it is Luke Skywalker in his Jedi Knight / Jedi Master robes. We've had numerous versions of this guy. We've had him in, you know, a lot of the Death Star duel sets. There's been variations of him in the final duel. We've had him in the Death Star. We've had him in a lot of the older sets where you got Darth Vader around for Palpatine. But what I like, and well, I should say what I like or what I've found interesting is this. It's the hood piece, which years ago you used to get a hood piece for a Lego character and it used to go all the way around under the head. With this now, it's cut out, so you actually get more of a cloaky sort of look. And I mean, Luke's got a softgoods cape as well. This is the new finer materials softgoods cape. It isn't a harder material, so for your characters like your Director Krennic, you get this kind of material, which is really nice. He does have two faces, so you've got this face, which is his more pleasant, jovial look, and then you've got more his sort of serious kind of look as well. The only criticism I have of this character specifically is that you only get the hood, you don't get a hairpiece, which a lot of Luke Skywalkers have. I mean, I know you've probably got a Luke Skywalker knocking about at home somewhere where you can attach their piece to, but if you've watched the episode, you will see that he does take his hood off, so it's not like he's got his hood up for the entire episode. That's my only criticism. Overall, figure selection, very good, fits the scene, fits the episode, not got an issue with that. And then we will take a look at the actual set itself. Now, this is what you are getting for $24.99. You are getting a corridor of the Imperial Cruiser that belongs to Moff Gideon. You've got your rotatable elevator here, which goes all the way around like that, which is rather nice. I think it's a very nice, easy build. It didn't take me long to do. I was quite impressed with it. The issue that I've got is there are quite a lot of stickers, so this entire back wall is just stickers. The elevator is stickers, as is the top bit, and those of you who've seen my previous videos will know that I have absolutely no love of stickers because I'm very awful with them. I can't actually do them. There are some interesting play features that I must show you with this set. So, for example, this bit here pulls out like so, and you've also got a rotatable platform like so. And I was thinking to myself, okay, what does that do? But I will show you now. So if you were to take one of your Death Troopers, say one of your Dark Troopers, I should say, you know, Dark Troopers and Death Troopers are two completely different things, and you were to place them on the platform like so, you could then have Luke Skywalker twist the elevator around, and you can, obviously this is from a child's perspective, you can then have him mimic the Force, which then causes one character to spin out of the way that way, and then the other character at the back to shoot off that way. So that is quite a cool little nifty play feature. I mean, as set pieces go, it's quite nice actually. It's very in keeping with the Imperial aesthetic. It's very drab, it's very grey, it's very dark, it's not overly anything fancy. So if you are doing your Imperial marks, where you want to maybe recreate the inside of, say, the Death Star or a Star Destroyer or an Imperial facility, picking this up and maybe instead of having these small bits at the bottom, and you can just alter that out and put whatever you want there instead. So you could maybe put studded pieces here. You could easily use this towards your Imperial dioramas or your Imperial marks. It makes a really good corridor piece because you've got the elevator, and you can obviously either cover this side up or you can use that as an extra corridor. So you've got the versatility there, and I like it. I mean, that's the whole set overall, pretty much. It's nothing fancy. It is what it says on the tin. And I must admit, I'm pleasantly surprised by it. As I said at the start, I was coming into this review and I was a little bit unsure as how I would feel about it. Was it going to be anything interesting? Was it going to be anything not? I think it's good in the sense of the figure selection is really good. So 3 Dark Troopers plus Luke Skywalker. It's good. The actual build itself, relatively easy, relatively simple. It's not difficult. It's quite simple. The only thing that I'm quite surprised at is the nature of the set itself. There's so many great themes within Lego Star Wars that you could do. So you could have done, for example, the Mandalorian's duel with Moff Gideon. We could have got another Moff Gideon and they could have duelled with the Beskar Spear and the Darksaber. That would have been an interesting set piece to go for. You could have done, you know, the raid on the Imperial Cruiser as well. So you could have had a bridge set piece with a couple of characters and a couple of the allies, and they could have attacked the Imperial bridge. You could have got maybe an Imperial officer, a couple of stormtroopers, say Cara Dune, Fennec Shand, and the Mandalorian. It would have worked very well. But to pick a set like this to do a review on and to build a setup on is quite strange, because it's not actually a Death Star attack in itself that they're portraying in the TV series. It's more just Luke Skywalker attacks the Death Troopers and then defeats them. There's actually no attack from the Death Troopers themselves. So the wording of it is quite surprised. You'd think it's something very action-packed and very like, oh, suspenseful, but it isn't. It's actually quite a blink and you'll miss it, 2-3 minute appearance from Luke Skywalker in this form before he then meets the Allies after he's defeated the Dark Troopers. So that's one criticism I've got of this set. But my saving grace for me personally is definitely the Dark Troopers themselves, because Dark Troopers have long been a big part of the Star Wars universe. Before Disney bought the rights to Star Wars, we had Dark Troopers in a lot of the old expanded universe, or as it's now known as Legends. Dark Troopers have been a big factor of that old expanded universe. They first appeared in the Dark Forces video game of the 90s with Kyle Katarn and his backstory. They've also appeared in video games like Star Wars Battlefront, and they've also appeared in a lot of other spin-off material as well, and a lot of comics and magazines. So the concept of a Dark Trooper isn't something new in Star Wars. It's existed for 20, 30 years. It's existed since the 90s when they came up with the Inception, because they're not actually people. Dark Troopers themselves are more like cybernetic, or they're more like robots, but they have a humanoid appearance because they're meant to tower over a standard person. However, they are relatively new in the updated Disney canon. So this set marks, well, this and the Moff Gideon's Cruiser set itself mark the first official Lego set appearance of a Dark Trooper, and the Mandalorian marks the first on-screen canon appearance of the Dark Troopers within the new Star Wars media. So I guess having these as canon now means that Lego can do a lot more with them. And that isn't such a bad thing. The only thing I wish that Lego would do is, obviously I know that Disney have possibly an input in what they print as sets. That isn't such a bad thing. What I think they could have done is maybe gotten rid of Luke Skywalker and had this as a battle pack, because for those of you who can't afford the Moff Gideon's Cruiser, this is a good alternative, but maybe it would have been better to have 4 Dark Troopers and the set itself, as opposed to Luke Skywalker and 3 Dark Troopers, because in the Moff Gideon set there's only one Dark Trooper. With this you're getting 3, and if you've got the Moff Gideon set and this, they kind of mesh really well. They're a good accompaniment to each other. But if you've not got that set, I can understand why you would be a little bit disappointed. However, overall, I think it's a really nice set. The build is quick, it's simple, it's nothing fancy. There's a lot of stickers, so if you are a little bit heavy-handed and you're not good with stickers, get somebody to help you, because they can be a pain. The stickers for the elevator are actually quite easy, because they're quite rounded and curved, they're quite easy. The stickers for the back wall, however, took me ages, because I'm quite heavy-handed, I've got chunky fingers, I can't be as meticulous as I would like to be with them. So, my closing thoughts are, as a set, very good. It's good for a child's playability. You can let your imagination run wild. You can use it for a display piece, which is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to put this on display, and I think the mechanism which allows you to force push the Dark Troopers away, I think is a really good fun feature that I've never seen in a recent Star Wars set. I maybe have seen it in a couple of other themes, but not Lego Star Wars. And I think having the ability to spin your characters around and you lift like that is really good as well. I'm a big fan. $24.99 for 166 pieces isn't bad. The piece count is relatively okay. It's not anything too over the top, but it's not something that's too fancy, because as we've said before in a lot of my other videos, the price per brick ratio is something that a lot of fans are wary of. And obviously if you count for inflation and you count for obviously international markets and stuff, it's not too bad. If you are looking at getting this set, I would highly recommend that you get it, but don't pay more than $24.99 for it, because it is not worth paying more than $24.99. So that comes to the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Any comments, questions or queries, please let me know at the bottom. If you're not subscribed to the video, please subscribe. Have a look at my TikTok and my Instagram, because there'll be a lot more stuff for the Brickathon, and we will have some more information on there. So far, for my Alder Hey Children's Hospital charity, we have raised £50 of our target of 500, so we are a tenth of the way there in 24 hours. I very much appreciate all those of you who've donated, and your continued support and sharing that and helping me do that, I very much appreciate. Until then, guys, look after yourselves, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye bye now. Take care, guys.